If instability is not a temporary disruption, but a structural condition, another question emerges. What happens to human identity in a system that never fully stabilizes? For most of history, identity was built on stable foundations. Culture, geography, institutions, shared narratives. These structures provided continuity and answered basic questions: who we are, where we belong, what the future might look like. But when the system becomes fluid, these anchors begin to weaken, not disappear, but lose their certainty. This creates a new kind of tension, because identity depends on patterns. When patterns become unstable, the sense of self becomes more fragile and reactive. This helps explain why modern societies experience sudden shifts in beliefs and values, not necessarily because people have changed, but because the structures that once stabilized identity no longer function the same way. In these conditions, individuals are pushed into a more active role. Instead of inheriting identity, they must constantly reconstruct it. This can feel like freedom, but it can also feel like pressure, because constant adaptation requires resources that are not evenly distributed. Some become more flexible and open to complexity. Others move toward rigidity and simplified narratives. Both are attempts to restore stability in a system that no longer provides it by default. This creates fragmentation, not only between societies but within individuals. External instability begins to mirror internal instability. Technology intensifies this process. It exposes people to multiple conflicting realities at once. Different interpretations of the world coexist and compete. This makes it harder to maintain a coherent sense of reality and a stable sense of self. If this continues, the question is no longer just about adaptation. It becomes about capacity. How much complexity can the human mind hold without fragmenting? And what happens when that limit is reached?